Alright, for this lesson, we are learning to add details to nouns. This follows the sentence fluency section of composition package 3. I think some of you were struggling to write your sentences and you were a little unsure of how to write details to nouns. So this lesson is just a quick I'm going to do this to quickly address some of the questions that you have and to help you be more confident to add details to nouns. So how do you add details to nouns? There are two ways to do it. I'm going to show you version 1. To do that, and this helps you to be more detailed when you write your composition, you have a sentence that begins with a noun, followed by an article, a, an, or the, and then a short description, and then a verb, and the rest of the sentence follows. So I'm now going to show you an example. Okay, so my noun is Andy. And then I have the word a, which is an article. What's the short description of Andy? He is a 12-year-old boy. But I want to add in a second information about Andy. So I need to add another verb. I need to add a verb. So I add my verb is. And the rest of the sentence is tall for his age. Okay, some of you in your SLS homework online, you wrote Andy, 12-year-old boy, tall for his age. You need to ensure that your sentences are grammatically correct and that they make sense. Okay, so that was not a proper sentence. That was just merely combining short phrases together, and that is wrong. Okay, let's move on to another example. Okay, so in this example here, my noun is Benedict. I choose to use the word the. And the short description about Benedict is class monitor in P4 LMM1. Okay, my verb is manages, and the rest of the sentence is the class well in the absence of teachers. So the whole sentence reads Benedict, comma, the class monitor in P4 LMM1, comma, manages the class well in the absence of teachers. And this whole sentence makes sense. You have two information about Benedict. Another way that this sentence can be written is Benedict is the class monitor in P4 LMM1, full stop. Benedict manages the class well in the absence of teachers, full stop. So if I have this information in two separate sentences, it makes your writing very repetitive. And to ensure sentence fluency, to ensure that your ideas flow very nicely and smoothly, I will combine my sentences like that to ensure that, the details are added very nicely to the nouns. Okay, and your sentences are combined very nicely. I'm going to show you a second version. And in this version, I still use the same two sentences that were shared with you earlier, but I use the relative clause who. So how do I use the word who? Same thing, I need a noun, followed by the word who, followed by verb, short description, another verb, and the rest of the sentence follows. This time round, I will say Andy, comma, who, this is my noun, Andy, who, and the verb is. The short description of Andy is a 12-year-old boy. And I add in another verb, is, followed by the rest of the sentence, which is tall for his age. So this sentence reads as Andy, who is a 12-year-old boy, is tall for his age. Okay, the previous example was Andy, comma, a 12-year-old boy, comma, is tall for his age. Same information, but shown to you in two different ways. Just like in maths, when you do a word problem, there can be two ways or three ways to solve a problem. The same thing for English as well. You can have multiple ways to write your sentence and to express your ideas. Let's look at the example with Benedict. Okay, and as all of you know, Benedict is one of my favorite names to use. Okay, let's look at how we use who. Okay, Benedict, comma. So Benedict is my noun. Who? The verb is, and the short description is the class monitor in P4 LMM1. The verb is manages, and the rest of the sentence is the class well in the absence of teachers. So the whole sentence now reads Benedict, comma, who is the class monitor in P4 LMM1, comma, manages the class well in the absence of teachers. And the sentences are combined nicely to show you two pieces of information about Benedict. Okay, that's it.